This is Microsoft Translate, which is a free and easy to use translator service with over 30 languages to choose from. You can input your information, your content in 4 different ways. You can type, you can paste, you can speak, and you can scan your content. And I'm going to show you how to do all of that in this demo in the upcoming minutes. Focus your attention on the top. You see that icon on top that is green? Tap on it on your phone. Now we're on the same page, the same interface. So at the bottom, if you take a look, it says enter text to translate. I'm going to type love and then press enter in my phone. And then you have it. It translated that one word, although you could have entered the whole sentence or whole paragraph. And if you want to listen to that translation, you just type on that green icon, green play icon. And that's the translation of love into, in this case, Chinese simplified. The way you can change the language is just by tapping on that language. And then just go over the list, very long list of different languages you can choose from. Tap on another one that you want. And looks like it got rid of it, but let's type it all over again. Enter. Type on top.
사랑.
Okay, that's love in Korean. I like it. It's just so easy to do it, right? And like I said, this version, this view that you're looking at is a way to do a translation on the fly with somebody else in front of you, simultaneous translation. So this is what I found very cool about this interface is that it lets you switch the screen for the person in front of you. Like right now you're looking at as if it was just you, right? Just for the purposes of this demo, it's just you in front of the phone. But if the other person that you're talking to and the other person understands Korean, then take a look at that icon kind of at the bottom of the screen on the right side. Looks like a rectangle, and just tap on it. And you see how the top section of the translation changed? Now the person in front of you can see it. Let me do it again. So that's the way it looks good to you, but for the other person, it just can see it, right? Because he is in front of you. So tap on that icon, rectangle icon at the bottom of the screen so that now the person in front of you can see the translation. So anyway, so I thought that was a very cool way to do a translation back and forth without having to be the person right in on the side, so the other person can be in front of you. Anyway, so very convenient, I thought. So focus your attention at the bottom of the screen on the enter text to translate. Tap on it. You can also paste information into it. Just press until you see that paste floating window. Tap on it. And in this case, I got that text for the website, right? But you can get it from an email, from a Word document, whatever it is that you get your content from. Just copy it, paste it in here by tapping on that field for a few seconds, and then you'll see that paste window. And just tap on that paste window. And then once it's pasted, then go to your phone and tap on your enter on the phone, and then you see the translation. Let me go back so you see it in the right way for you. And like I said, whenever the person is in front of you, you just tap on that icon again in the middle, the rectangle, and now it looks a lot better for the other person. So I thought this was pretty cool. And another thing is you can listen to the translation, right? Like in this case, so far you've seen the written translation. Now you can listen to it as well by tapping on that play button on the left side of the translation.
아버스젠은 가정폭력 및 성폭행 생존자들에게 기밀이 보장되는 무료 서비스를 제공합니다.
And that was Korean. So easy. I love it. All this is amazing what they've been able to do. And like I said, this application is free and easy to use. But okay, so that was the first view that this this Microsoft Translate offers. Now let's switch to the next view. If you focus your attention on the top, you see the next icon over is similar to the one we just saw, but instead of doing a simultaneous translation, it's just for you, right? Here at the bottom, you see enter text to translate. Do exactly that. We can say, I am Holly, whatever it is that you want to say or type, right? And then enter, press enter. And there you have it. That's your translation for yourself. And you can also listen to it. Let's, just for fun, let's change it to Vietnamese. Oh, okay, it deleted it. Let's do it again. Hello, I'm Holly. All right, so press enter again. Now you see it now in Vietnamese. Translate it into Vietnamese. Press.
Xin chào, tôi là Holly.
Okay, that's hello, I'm Holly. In Vietnamese, sorry, I was gonna say press the play button on green that you see kind of in the middle of the screen, and then it'll say whatever it is that you entered. So I love this also. Here is, it's so simple, but it's so powerful at the same time. If you type on the Vietnamese option, just like in the other view, you can go over all the languages you can choose from. I'll let you play with that by yourself. Here you can see also the bottom, you see two microphones. You can actually do translation by speaking it, right? So far we've done typing it, right? We typed information, we pasted information, and then we can speak whatever it is that we want to translate. Hello, my friends. This is Holly. And it does it, right? It translated on the fly. I can press the play button again.
Xin chào các bạn, đây là Holly.
All right, it did it. It sounds good. A little robotic, I know, but it's still a very good service. And it's free, once again. So, and the other microphone, if you're wondering, is for the other language, right? The microphone on the right, because I don't know Vietnamese, I'm not gonna mess with it, but you type on it, the other person starts speaking in Vietnamese, and then it'll flip, right? Like you're gonna have the Vietnamese on top, and then the translation, in this case in English, the bottom. And you can listen to it as well, right? So yes, this is, like I said, it looks like there's nothing going on in the interface, but it's powerful what it can do. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, at the bottom of the screen, you also see a little camera icon. That's another cool one that you can just press on it, and you can point at any kind of content in front of you. It could be content in this newsletter, as you see, newspaper. It can be content on the TV. It can be content on a poster. Anything it's in front of you that is written. You can either point at it and just have it translated. In this case, my friends, for some reason the application is not working as it's supposed to. Let me show you. You can take a picture by typing on that camera icon at the bottom, and it works on it. It's thinking, it's translating, and it's taking a long time, but okay, at the end of the day, it's been giving me this error message you see, but it's supposed to translate it on the fly, right? I'm not sure why it's happening, but I know my internet connection is pretty good, so I'm not sure what the issue is here, but the application is supposed to translate whatever it took a picture of on the fly. If you go back to that interface by tapping on the camera icon, if you notice on the bottom, on the left, you see this icon kind of looks like a mountain and a sun. And now you see a bunch of pictures that I took of that same newspaper, right? In this case, I prepared just to show you that that's another way to input information into this application. It's not just by pointing the phone at something that you want to translate, but also you can be a picture that you already took at some point and you were wondering what does that say. So you can just click on it, tap on it. Unfortunately, it's giving me the same error message as before, but once again, it's supposed to translate it for you on the fly. For some reason, it's not working, my friends, but that's how it's supposed to work. Maybe whenever you try it, it will work just fine. But okay, it's still a very cool application. Now, let me switch to another view. Focus your attention on the top. You can switch to the next icon over with the little person and the plus. Tap on that. This is pretty cool. This is almost like Zoom. It's like reading a Zoom conversation, a Zoom meeting, where it generates a code, in this case a 5-letter code, and you share with people that you want to have a conversation. And the cool thing is that conversation does not have to be in English, right? It can be in 3 or 5 languages and everybody can be speaking their own languages, but this application, once you're in, it translates everything on the fly for each person, whatever language that they understand. So here I don't have anybody else to do this true test. But I'm going to show you what can be done. So you see at the bottom of the screen, there's an icon that looks like a Wi-Fi thingy. You can tap on that. You can, as you see there, you can start a quote-unquote Zoom conversation for this application with people who are nearby, right? And then it's telling you that Bluetooth has to be enabled, location has to be enabled, and then you tap on that nearby session and enable it. That will allow you to have all these other people around you, literally physically around you, jump into this session for conversations to be translated on the fly, as if it was a Zoom session. All right, we're not going to try that. Like I said, there's nobody else around me to test this with. So let's go to the next one. Here, if you are an attendee, the host of this quote-unquote Zoom meeting will give you a code, and that's where you enter it, and then you tap join, right? In this case, I'm going to pretend I'm the host. I'm going to tap on start on the bottom of the screen. And that's how the application starts to create a quote-unquote session, Zoom session for others to join. So you see that 5-letter code on top. That's the code that you're going to share with other people, either in front of you or around you or nearby you or far away, right? And those other people will be able to join this quote-unquote Zoom meeting. And like I said, whatever it is that is spoken, it'll be understood by the other people, even though that person doesn't speak the language that you're speaking. Or typing in this case also, right? You can also say, well, type whatever it is that you want to share. Let's see. Let's go back and we can also speak. Hello, everybody. I'm glad you're here. All right, so you see it in there. All right, and I can keep talking and this application keep listening to me until I tap on the microphone icon at the bottom of the screen. There. So yes, you can type whatever it is that you want to share with the audience. You can speak whatever it is that you want to share. And there's this other icon here that will make you the presenter. In this case, it enables the microphone on the fly, and everybody else will be muted. That's kind of nice. That way you don't get interrupted. Anyway, so that's what that little icon is with a presentation thingy being there, the third icon on the bottom. All right, so here apparently you can invite people by sharing this QR code, which is pretty cool. If they're close by, you can just show them the code. I mean the QR code, and they don't have to physically enter the 5-letter code